Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the webinar on mispriced opportunities. I have with me Jaspreet Singh Arora, the Chief Investment Officer at Research and Ranking. Jaspreet carries a 17 years of invaluable experience into financial research. Jaspreet has led various research teams in his careers. He has led teams at angel broking, systematic shares, etc. And to his credit, he has picked out a lot of multi-bagger investment opportunities along his career. So over to you, Jaspreet.
Thanks, Harsh, for the intro. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for taking out time today on Friday afternoon. I'm sure it's your precious 45 minutes, and I promise you it will be worth every minute that you have given to us. What we would be discussing today is our one of our flagship products, which is called mispriced opportunities. हिंदी में जैसे कहेंगे वो अपॉर्चुनिटीज या वो कुछ ऐसे मौके जिसे इक्विटी मार्केट में स्टॉक्स कहेंगे जो अपने फेयर वैल्यू से या तो नीचे हैं या मार्केट उसे किसी कारण से उसको इट हैज थ्रैश्ड इट डाउन, उसको काफी पिटाई हुई है, या फिर इट हैज ऑलरेडी मूव्ड अप 30%, बट हमें लगता है यहाँ से और चलने की संभावना है. So that is what we mean by mispriced. इंडिया में कहते हैं रिलीजन्स तो लाखों हैं, बट जो पॉपुलर रिलीजन है वो है बॉलीवुड और क्रिकेट. आई एम ऑल्सो बिग फैन. आई एम टेकिंग एन एग्जांपल ऑफ क्रिकेट. क्रिकेट में हम देखते हैं वैसे तो 3 टाइप के फॉर्मेट्स हैं, टेस्ट मैच, वनडे और 2020, बट आई एम कंपेयरिंग द 2 एंड्स, राइट, विच इज द टेस्ट मैच एंड 2020. दोनों का जो रूल्स हैं सिमिलर है, राइट. एंड व्हेन आई एम सेइंग दिस, हम इसमें क्यों बता रहा हूं, क्योंकि हमारा जो लॉन्ग पोर्टफोलियो है जो हम 5 साल के लिए हैं, या हमारा ये शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोडक्ट है which is 6 to 12 months, is somewhere reflecting this ideology, which is the test match versus T20, right, short term versus the long term approach. दोनों में रूल, which is in our case fundamental research. In cricket it is जो चौका है, जो छक्का है, जो आउट है, जो रन आउट है, जो बाउंड्री है. ऐसा नहीं है कि T20 है तो बाउंड्री की रोप आगे खिसका देंगे, राइट. द रूल्स आर एग्जैक्टली द सिमिलर. इनफैक्ट हम आगे भी डिस्कस करेंगे, शायद खिलाड़ी भी आधे कॉमन है आजकल. द बेस्ट एग्जांपल इज रोहित शर्मा इज द बेस्ट T20 प्लेयर in India today. In fact, people are pressuring the board to make him the captain. And this is all for all cricket lovers. In Australia, once Virat Kohli comes back to India after playing the first test because of his family reasons, most likely Rohit will lead the next format. What's the point I'm trying to prove is Rohit is as good a player in a T20 format as in a test match, right? So let's move forward. Excitement wahi hai, match wahi hai, rules wahi hai, fundamental research wahi hai, right? And we are trying to identify fundamentally backed research ideas. I'm just highlighting 2 large caps and 1 mid cap to tell you what we mean by volatility. All right. Nestle in 2015 to 2019, right, gave like 3 or 4 opportunities where it tanked 20%, moved up 30%. And likewise, Page Industries similarly did that multiple times, like 3 or 4 times in the last 5 years. Infosys, it did that like some 7-8 times in the last 8-9 years, right? This is what we are saying, that what we are trying to identify those gaps when we can enter and exit by making that neat 30% profit, right, in quality names. You might say, yaar, ye to bahut no name hai. We obviously will come to some of the lesser no names as well. This is something that we try to shy away from, right? This is probably tier 3 in our bucket. We are not excluding this, but let's say it's playing the steel cycle, right? Playing the likes of names like Sun Pharmaceuticals. By all names, they are quality names, but this is something which we tend to avoid, because is stocks में क्या होता है कि you need to get your both your timing, your entry as well as your exit right. आपने 100 में लिया और 130 में exit नहीं किया, then it's very difficult for you to make that 30% profit bare minimum that we are trying to achieve, right? नहीं किया तो वापस 100 आ जाएगा. Jindal Steel Power has oscillated between 150 and 250 for many months in the last couple of months. You can see that on your screen, right? This is something that we try and stay away from. I'll spend a little more the first 10 minutes on हम mispriced में हमारा मतलब क्या है, हम क्या देखते हैं, and then I'll come to examples and some of the stock ideas that we have for you. So mispriced means that stock is quoting below the intrinsic value. The sector में या तो कुछ problem है या कुछ temporary issue है या फिर उसमें the intrinsic value is 100 but it's currently at 70 or 50 bucks. Just give me a so yeah, where we feel the stock is
just a second. If someone is not working,
available at 50 or a 60, and therefore we can make that need 30% profit or more is what we mean by mispriced. Moving ahead, who is this product for, right? Very important to understand, because it's not for everyone, right? Anybody who wants yearly returns, by that I mean, who has surplus money only for 1 year, right? Let's say he wants to buy a car or a home or a bike or something, right? And he has that spare money which he can only spare for the next 6 months, 12 months, right? And he can start with as low as 15,000 a month, can make use of this product. I'm talking about the flagship product. The details of this is on the website. What we give in this is we give like 10 to 12 stocks, which is 1 stock a month, and the market cap cutoff we try and not to go below 5,000 crores, and the return expectations that one can carry is 25 to 50% in 6 to 12 months. What's the strategy quickly there? This is just a illustration for simplicity. This is like, let's say this is an illustration, all right? Let me describe this as an illustration, right? This is not, here we are trying to have a basket of 12 stocks, 1 stock per month for the next 12 months, right? Example A till alphabet A till L. We assign weights, kis weight mein kitna kya lena chahiye. What is the potential upside we see? What's the return that we have made? In one odd case, right? It's been exactly, this is the 12th month we've launched this product. In a one odd case, there might be a loss, which is according to us, it should not be more than 10%. But rest everything, should be between 20, 40, 50, 80%. On a weighted average at a portfolio level, we are endeavoring to deliver minimum 30% upside. That's what we target. This is an illustration. What we help is to give a buying range, right? What is the upside minimum? What is the maximum upside? Buying range is very important, right? Because if you go ahead and stretch and buy much higher than what we are, then obviously your upside gets limited. So therefore we prefer to give a buying range. If the event plays out, which it has been, and I'll show you the examples ahead, what is at what point do you exit? And in a one odd case out of 12, if it doesn't play out, then we advise an exit. So these are the 2 events. Additionally, what do you get? Anything and everything we do is backed by research. Obviously, we take help of quantitative analytics. We have our own algorithms to back it up, and a little bit of technical expertise. You get a detailed research report. You get a periodic updates. You get a dashboard on which much of this data is available on a live basis. But that's for only annual subscribers. Same as for annual subscribers. We have alerts to SMS email and a dedicated support. Yeah, what are those events, right? What are those events that we try to encash on? So it could be, any event which could lead to a temporary price fall. See, all this would be available. We will share a YouTube video with you, so you can look at it at leisure. So I'm skipping through relatively faster so as to spend more time on the stocks, which is so as to be crystal clear on our approach. So any event which has led to a temporary price fall, change in the management, macro events, next to what will be very, very healthy. The IPO, right? Very interesting opportunity. Once in a while we do recommend that as well. What's the sometimes there is a value stock, holdco, significant premium, and lastly, but very important, is there a trend, right? The trend in the last couple of months was mid cap IT, was mid cap pharma, and likewise these days it's banks and NBFC. We also look at those opportunities. Okay, this is again an illustration. I'm just trying to highlight within large caps, within mid caps, within small caps, these stocks have fallen in the last 5 years, right? And I gave you 3 examples at the start: Nestle, Page, and Infosys. But I'm telling you, we get enough opportunities in a calendar year where, as I said, because of one event or the other, which is about 10 odd events, for one reason or the other, this stock would merit an upside. And as good a name as Marico or a Maruti or an ICICI or a Bajaj Finance in Demon, they would have had some kind of turbulence, and it is then we try to encash on it. In mid caps, there are names like Astral. These are all quality names, right? Jubilant, Aarti, Shriram Transport, Page, Volta, Simami, and in small caps, as low as a small cap like 8,000 crore or less, or let's say 8,500 crore or less. Greenply, Lux, KC, they have been having some triggers based on which they went up again in the last 5 years. There's some illustration just to give you an idea. We would have names across. Demon came, there were plethora of opportunities, and I'm just highlighting some of them. In breweries, Radico; in paints, Berger; in building materials, Kajaria; Shriram, Mahindra; M&M in auto; Bajaj Finance, obviously because of Demon, and even an infra company, right? Even an AC company like Whirlpool, they all crashed, and that was the opportunity. These are some of the events, right? IPO. And believe me, whatever examples I'm sharing with you is all from my 18 years of experience in the equity market, and these have happened live in front of me. Some of us would have encashed on it, and some of it in hindsight we would have thought that it was a good opportunity. Recent examples being Rosari Biotech, and I'll share more details of this subsequently. IRCTC, everyone would remember. And see, there are twin angles through which you can play in an IPO. One is obviously you apply an IPO in a retail or an HNI, and you get allotment. Balance you can buy after listing. And believe me, even after listing, there are umpteen opportunities where you can still get a 30% upside, even in case you don't get a basic allotment. You can still get a 30% upside as long as it's a quality franchise, right? And we've seen that happening in many stocks, including IRCTC. But there are phases. It just cannot happen that listing happened and within a month you get that upside, right? You got to be patient. In something like an HDFC AMC, the upside happened like 9 months later, but it covered up. It moved up like 50% between the 10th month and the 12th month, right? And therefore, in just 3 months, it was up like some crazy 40%, right? It covered up for. But just need to back it up, the quality name. Most of us would be familiar with these names: Dixon, Polycab, Neogen, Metropolis. And it's across sectors. That's the larger point I am making here. A buyback at CMP, SKF Triveni, phases of pessimism. Bharti Airtel had seen that happening in 2018 and 19, early 19. Unlocking Orient Paper is what I've seen it personally twice. Once cement was demerged, and second time the electrical. Trading below Hero, Infosys, TCS, and Momentum, as we saw recently, it was with Reliance, and earlier it's been with HDFC, and earlier with insurance. Again, we have back tested it with like over 200 successful stocks, and therefore I'm giving you examples for each and every event. It's not that. Okay, here comes the fun part. So what I'm gonna request is this is our first stock recommendation, which we gave in the month of April. I would request our audience to guess the name of this stock, right? And I'll request Harsh to let me know who are the lucky ones who got this right. You have enough clues on the screen. It's in bike segment, two-wheelers. It has a strong rural presence. It has very strong presence in entry-level bikes. These were some of the documents which we placed and which because of which we selected the stock, and it went up 35% in about 2 months in April and May this year, which is more than 2 times that of Nifty.
Hero MotoCorps.
People,
Hero
Sameer,
MotoCorp.
we have
Hero
Hitendra,
MotoCorp.
we have Abhishek, Jagdish, Nikhil, Jatin said Bajaj Auto, but all of them have guessed it right, Hero MotoCorp.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for your response. Yes, it's Hero MotoCorp. Fantastic opportunity. In hindsight, we could have waited a little more, but we had a threshold. See, this is what is called discipline, right? We would have been tempted to stay, but there is something known as discipline investing, right? If the stock has come within our target range, sometimes we might be tempted to stay put, but most of the times we'll follow our discipline investing and exit, which means we would be moving out of that. Thank you all, you guys. It's right. So 1800 we recommended in April, May 2450, 2400 plus we exited from most of our clients' portfolio. Need 35% profit in 2 months. Simple, basic investment arguments, and we were able to get it right. Strong rural presence. Rural was least impacted. Entry level bikes means it's very low on the discretionary side, right? People might be tempted not to buy a 1 lakh bike or a 5 lakh car or a 10 lakh car, but 50,000, 60,000 bike still affordable from a rural or a tier 3, 4 guy family. Cash equivalents was super strong, 5,000 crores, 10% of the market cap, no debt, attractive dividend yield 4 to 5%, strong promoter pedigree, ultra cheap P multiples of 11 times, right? Margin of safety super high, right? And the moment it was closer to our in fact, we waited for the higher end of our target range. We give a low and a min and a max. The moment it was closer to the max of our range, we gave an exit. So this is one. Okay, moving to, and we still believe in this opportunity. It's just that we need to rotate. One important point I forgot to mention is that the stock one in that series of 12 stocks, most likely by the time you come to the 6th month or the 8th month, or even sometimes as early in a once in a while opportunity like this in 2020, in month 3, you would exit, right? We would advise an exit, which means an efficient capital rotation. Month 1, month 2 capital will be available to you back again in month 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, whatever. So you don't need that 15,000 into 12, as I said, 3 lakh upfront. You can just start with, let's say a lakh as your seed capital to start with, and you can add to that on a monthly basis fresh capital, right? And the other advantage is month 1, month 2 will keep on adding to it. Okay, next one. Any guesses? Enough clues on the screen.
Asian Paints.
26% gain.
Consign Nerolac.
It's still it's higher than
Nerolac.
15% higher than that price. 12% actually. Very
Nerolac.
player in the paints space. Ranveer Singh is the brand ambassador.
Nero.
It not only has a presence in decoratives, it is also in automobiles and industrial space, which is also now picking up fast. I'm sure 1 or 2 people would have. It's not as easy as Hero, but I'm sure.
Kansai Nerolac.
A couple of people who said Berger, couple of people who said Asian Paints, but we have the Amrish, we have Mr. Govindraj, Ms. Realme 5, Aditya, who all said Kansai Nerolac.
Beautiful. Yeah, Kansai is the answer. See, it was it was not that easy as well, right? The idea was, again, you might say Asian, Berger, that becomes the obvious choice. But again, as I said, we also look at mid-cap opportunities. We were looking at not only decoratives, our view was that we want to play the auto theme as well. Our channel check suggested auto picking up well. This company is a play on auto. It has 25% in auto, 15% industrial, 55% decorative, right? It was a perfect match, through which you can play the entire spectrum where paints are. And again, return on equity superb, debt-free company, and again tier 2, 3, 4 towns presence was very, very high compared to the top 2, compared to Asian and Berger, right? So number 3 player in the paints industry was what we picked. Kansai Nerolac, we made about 26% or more in 1.5 months. Again, it's about 5 510, 520, maybe higher today. Again, as I said, we wanted to rotate capital, focus on disciplined investing, and and in some cases we made even more than 30% return, right? 30, 35%, depending on. In some cases, some of our investors caught it at a much lower price as well. Okay, number 3 stock. We'll take another, max 10 minutes on this, and then we will move to Q&A. I'm looking forward to that space as well. Okay, so this is an IPO company in chemical space. Came out with an IPO in the last 6 months. Diversified product portfolio, textile specialty is where they have their presence. All India and globally distribution network.
Jaspreet, I'll stop you.
Is it Chemcon?
We already have 8 people who said Rossari Biotech.
Bang on. We are improving. Thanks for that. Thanks for the interest and the superb response. Rossari Biotech, yes, we got it bang on in the month of July, and we exited in July, right? And in this case, most of our clients had applied, and some of them were lucky, and they got in that IPO of with the price of 425, and exit they made at 740. And in fact, there was an opportunity to invest on the day itself, and on that day itself, it had gone up like some 15%. And in fact, it's about $800 today. So even if one had invested on the day of the IPO, he would have still made close to 20% till date, which is like 3 months before, right? So again, quality franchise, small cap company. We had a personal one-on-one discussion with the promoters. I had that, my team had that. We got the conviction, and then we suggested that. See, why are we doing all this homework, all this tedious exercise? To ensure that the downside is limited, right? See, it's a risk reward, right? There's no point me giving you a 40% upside and a 50% upside in 2 stocks, and the next 2 stocks are bombs. Where one goes down 20%, another 30%. It just doesn't serve the purpose, right? It has to be a weighted risk returns, right? For that, we need to have a discipline, and we need to do our homework, which we ensure that we do, right? Okay, next company. Very, very popular name in FMCG. The brands are there in a few. I'm sure you would have used one or the other at some stage.
Emami.
Balm,
Emami.
Cream. They are all over the place, based out of Calcutta.
We already have 16 answers which says Emami, and we have 2 which say
Emami.
Emami. This is not Dabur. Yeah, Emami is the right answer. Thank you, guys. And you can gift yourself a Navratna Cool Tail. You can buy that for yourself as a gift for that bang on answer. Okay, so what was the key driver? See, basic demand drivers, strong product portfolio, future growth strategy, rural urban shift, सबको पता है, right? आप भी देख सकते हो मनी कंट्रोल में, आप भी देख सकते हो रिसर्च रिपोर्ट्स में. हम भी वही चीज बताएंगे, with obviously a much focused this thing. What was the additional thing we wanted to encash? The promoters were in deep debt, right? Their pledge was 90% of their holding, right? They had sold 10% twice, 20% they sold, 75% promoter holding tha. They brought it down to 55%. 20% of their holding, they had to knock it off in less than 6 months. In fact, it happened right in front of me, because I was in my previous assignment. I was part of a team which was kind of overlooking that. You can imagine the amount of stress or the pain they would have had to go through and believe me, promoter ka equity dilution is the worst thing they want to do, right? Again, mid cap company, quality franchise, 10,000 crore market cap, neck high pledge, right? What can they do, right? They had only one option, right? Which is, actually 2. The first they did was to reduce by selling their stake, which they did. But even after that, the market was such, they did not get the relief. So they put all their non-FMCG, but the majority of the non-FMCG assets on the block, right? And as I said, as part of my channel checks, of our team's thorough groundwork, we were off the information which that that the cement asset is going to be sold anytime soon. It was already in the press, but at what price, when is the money going to be released, all of that we try to have a good idea of that by doing our channel checks. एंड उसके बाद भी क्या उनका रिलीज होगा क्या, राइट? कब तक रिलीज होगा, ये पूरा होगा नहीं होगा, ऑल दैट यू हैव टू टेक अ कॉल, राइट? That is what we did. And okay, let me, there's one thing I wanted to highlight here. This is a stock we bought in December 19 at between 300 and 310. It went down to as low as 125, 130, in that range, 135. Still, we did not budge. We did not, we were not scared, right? Imagine 300 में हमने किसी client को दिलाया है, right? And imagine what he would have felt that, once the price went below 150, that he's lost half of his capital. We had belief in the story, in the conviction, in our investment strategy, in our triggers that would lead the stock to get re-rated back to, not back, in fact, more than what, and ultimately we exited at 370 plus with a net profit of 20%, right? And this 20% is on our initial price. There were many clients who would have had the opportunity to buy it at 200, at 150 as well, right? For them, the upside would have been 100%. So that's more than 100%. So that's the conviction we had on a quality franchise. And again, a little bit of channel checks and all that helps here. Okay, let us move on to the next one, which is right in front of you. It's not Pepsi. You can see the bottle Pepsi, but Pepsi is not listed in India today, but it's a proxy to Pepsi. Over to you for guessing this name, and I'm sure this time I'm going to get more than 18 responses.
Mr. Govindraj, Aditya, Sandeep have all guessed it right. It's Varun Beverages.
Thank you, all you guys. Yes, it's Varun Beverages. Varun got listed about 4 or 5 years back. And it's see, how do you play the India soft drink story? There are only 2 large players, right? One is Pepsi, the other is Coke, right? They are not listed in India, right? They only listed in US. How do you play the story? In India, you can play through their bottlers, right? Earlier, what Pepsi and Coke used to do, they used to do a mix of in-house bottling as well as outsourcing through companies like Varun Beverages, which is held by the Jaipurias. But about a couple of years back, they divested their entire bottling to the Jaipurias, and Varun Beverages now holds like over 85%. In fact, I think 88% of Pepsi's bottling rights for India. In fact, they hold it for a couple of other countries outside India. So, but their India contribution is still over 80%. They also have well-known brands like Aquafina, they also have some of those well-known brands, as well as some of the segments like Mirinda, Pepsi we have already seen. Tropicana is again their flagship brand. Okay, this company is what we recommended in the month of July. All right. The returns are about 12% till date. There's another 30% still left. Again, based on today's market price, not on our CMP. If you take on CMP, it's going to be like over 43%. Right. So this is an opportunity where we are still positive. It's a small cap. It's actually a mid cap, smallish mid cap, where we believe that this space, this company is set to grow organically as well as inorganically. The return ratios are improving very, very fast. The cash flow is improving very fast. Capex is going down. We've had a couple of rounds of discussion with the management through con calls or one-on-one calls with their team, and through our channel checks on ground through the dealers, distributors, at what pace things are moving in various states. Once we got that confidence that things are moving reasonably fast is when we recommended this in July. And please, I don't have that impression that now it's December. In some pockets it will be winter. वहाँ सर्दी होगी तो सर्दियों में कौन Pepsi को पीता है? Believe me, that's not, because they have 2 things. One is they have Aquafina, they have Tropicana, they have other milk-based products which they have launched a couple of quarters back. Also, the in-home consumption still continues to be good. right? It's only on the go when people tend to go a little slow, but that's already there in the price, right? It's nothing that's coming out of the way suddenly December May. Like for example, company like United Breweries is also doing well these days, even though this is onset of winter in most parts of north and east. Right, so this is a fantastic opportunity. We still believe in the story. Another 30% upside still left, and we have anything and everything, as I said, will be backed by research reports. You will get earnings upside. What is the earning upside? What are the four or five key investment arguments? You will get all of that, right? In the thesis that will be given to you before we subscribe that idea to your desk. Okay, let's move to the last one. I believe, yes, it's the last one. Enough clues on the screen. His company is from the innerwear space, also manufactures Athleisure. In fact, I have not removed the logo because it's not as prominently known. It's across, it's there in menswear, women's. Recently, it's gone into big in kidswear as well. Number one, I mean, I can give the clue. Number one innerwear brand in the country in the organized segment.
We have Amrish, we have Sandeep, we have another Sandeep, we have Manoj, who have all said yes, it's Page Industries.
Fantastic. Thank you for the guessing it right. Yes, it's Page Industries. You might say such a large company, 5-digit, but I'll show you why it made sense to go for this. So in August, based on our discussions with the management, channel checks, tracking the history, as I said, remember the screen 3 that I showed you, slide 3. Page has given many opportunities in the last 10 years, and it was up to us whether we wanted to encash on that, right? So we have already delivered over 16% return since August, even though it's a 5-digit stock, and we believe it has another 20% more left on current market price. So start to finish, again, need 35, in fact, 38% upside. Our clients would get if whoever has bought in 18th August, and some of them would have bought in a couple of weeks later. But 30% or more they would get. Again, the space is very, very interesting. At home, work from home means, right? Athleisure demand is increasing, right? I mean, I was most of my times in the shorts or sneakers. Not sneakers actually, but your floaters or lowers, right? Or mostly t-shirts. And obviously you need to be comfortable, right? This is when some of the companies and it was hot, humid, right? Obviously meant using more of innerwear. So the moment unlock happened, and believe me, there was long queues, not only outside liquor shops. I think after liquor and couple of maybe 1 or 2 categories, if they were reasonable queues, it was in innerwear shops, right? Because that is something people had really wanted to buy from quality names. And believe me, why would company like Page benefit, right? One, the brand, the distribution network, right? The assurance on the quality, and lastly, the distribution network, which means that agar aap dukaan mein jayenge, to aapko agar, A, B, C, D chahiye in terms of the various segments, you would get that, right? Unlike the smaller distributors or non-branded companies where you might not get, because the distribution network was not as efficient in July and August when things started opening up, right? Continues to be number one brand, is back on the growth trajectory as we speak. Last quarter commentary, they said the September month, they have seen double-digit volume revenue growth. October, it's continuing, and our channel suggests that much of this quarter, double-digit revenue growth will continue. Imagine a COVID quarter, and its company like Page is giving a double-digit revenue growth. And additional, and now they are expanding big in kids wear, and it's happening. The big are getting bigger, right? Out of, just to throw some stats, out of 170 lakh crore of India's market cap, 100 lakh crore is coming from Nifty stocks. Only 50 stocks out of those 5,000 stocks, only 1% are getting 60% market cap. That's what I mean. Big getting bigger, the larger organized getting even more larger, right? Look at Reliance, how it has shaped up beautifully. So within this space, right, which is innerwear, athleisure, sportswear, the number one company, our senses will get even more bigger and will grab market share yeah, even from here onwards. So two opportunities, as I said, Page Industries and Varun Beverage, both fantastic pedigree promoters and doing well based on our checks, and are good opportunities to even buy at current levels, and which we have subscribed to our clients. We have also, it's there, it's some of this information is also there. So yeah, thank you so much for spending time. Just some disclaimers. Some of these stocks would be there in our, most of these stocks would be there in our client's portfolio, in my personal or our team's portfolio. That's a standard disclaimer, but that's obviously how it should be. We should be putting our money where we are, talking or advocating to our clients. So that's a disclaimer. And for more information, right? Let's say if somebody wants to have a little more information, they can go to our website. There is enough details given beyond what you would already know, right? Under product, and you would get the mispriced opportunities. If there are any queries, you can always write to us. As I said, you will be getting a YouTube link for this for your viewing at a leisure date. And lastly, before forget, tomorrow approximately 10 a.m. we would give a specially priced offer for people who have logged in for this webinar today. It's only for people, only for our esteemed audience who's tagged in along, who spent their Saturday afternoon 1 hour with us. It would be only open to them, and believe me, it will be worth it, right? So we are just offering a 1 month and a 3 month subscription, and at an incredibly low price. And you can see it for yourself when you open your inbox tomorrow morning 10 a.m. and feel free to subscribe to that, or write to us in case you have any queries. And or you can go to our website, as I said, www.researchranking.com. We also have our pages and listed on various social media platforms: YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. Feel free to go there as well and see yourself and to get the authenticity. Let me just quickly take a pause and give it to Harsh and request him to check for any queries. Request all the participants to put in their queries. Some of you have already emailed to us in advance. Thank you for that. So over to you, audience, to put in your queries in the chat box. And over the next 10-15 minutes, I'll try my best to answer it to the utmost satisfaction that I can. Over to you, Harsh. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Jaspreet. I'm sure people will benefit out of this for sure. So my first question is for Mr. Shiv Pandey. Some people have suggested me to buy shares in the Lakshmi Vilas Bank. Do you think there are such we should get into such opportunities?
Okay. Yeah, I think I got the context, and it's a recent episode, if I may want to call it. And this is precisely, friends, what we are trying to advocate, avoid, and suggest our clients to avoid, right? Which is because banking is hot in the last 15 days, NBFC is hot. We cannot just go out and buy any banking stock, any NBFC stock, right? We are also cognizant of that. In fact, our latest recommendations, which have gone in the last 3 months, have been from the space of pharma, NBFC, and auto ancillary. And we are very, very sure they would do well and reach our targeted levels. And that this is obviously only for our exclusive subscribers who are there. So the idea is, see, Lakshmi Vilas Bank was always in deep shit, if you may pardon me using that word. The capital adequacy ratio was negative, which means capital adequacy ratio means कि company के पास अगर 100 रुपए है तो वो 10 times उसका multiplier leke they can lend 1,000 rupees, right? This is bare minimum, right? Then I mean, companies like HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank have like between 15 and 18%, right? उस कंपनी के पास 10 रुपए नहीं था, वो नेगेटिव में था, right? There was a constant struggle within the ownership, within the union, within the employees, and it was just not going anywhere, right? And it was just and RBI and other senior bodies had given enough time to the senior management to present a plan to come out of it. They were not able to do that. So it was any time before that company would have gone out and would have been bankrupt, and it would have been, this is called a run on the bank, which means that people are so scared कि वो depositors आ जाएंगे और अपना पैसा वापस मांग लेंगे, that throws a bad impression about India's credibility as having a good financial system, which is what RBI didn't want. And RBI, obviously, you've seen it happening earlier with Yes Bank. They took over it when they thought it might. See, bank ऐसा sector है जहाँ पे the RBI has full powers to take over it, and उसमें there is very limited the government can do, and even most of the courts can do, right? Because the idea is to maintain a discipline. That is, and that was going for in that route, right? Lakshmi Vilas Bank, and that is where exactly we would avoid. In fact, that is like very, very far from what we try, and that's like we are only looking at the top, let's say the top 5 amongst 20 names in a sector. We would, in a remote case, we would obviously go down till the 10th name out of 20, but not the last 50%. Let's say in a banking sector, we would restrict ourselves to the 10th name and not go below that if we were to subscribe to any stock in this space. So coming back to conclude, please do good quality research, or go with quality advisors before you take a punt or a risk like investing in Lakshmi Vilas Bank. What to do now? I guess it's too late. If you get an opportunity, it's already in 2 down circuits in the last 2 days. You can try your luck, but it looks like there will be a full erosion of capital. I'm sorry to say that, but it looks like there will be a full erosion of capital, because RBI has said that equity holders will be written down to 0, because now DPS, Development Bank of Singapore, is taking it over, and they would infuse fresh capital. Existing equity holders ko kuch nahi milega. That is the pain or the sad news there. So it's most likely going to be a full erosion, or I mean, if not a full, like 80% erosion. तो अगर आपको 20% मिल भी गया, किसी ने 10,000 रुपए लगाए भी थे, तो उसमें you getting less than $1,000 back, I don't know what, or maybe less than $2,000, I don't know how what use it is. So I don't think much hope one should carry with this. You may want to try your luck, and just in case there's a litigation and somebody wins, then you might get a slightly better price, but please don't carry any hopes.
Someone is asking about sectors. So from a specific perspective, they are asking about, there are 2 questions about the metal sector. How would it perform in the long run? The next question, not related to the metal sector, but someone's asking, if there's another second wave of COVID and there's a lockdown, will the gold prices go up again?
Okay, yeah, 2 great questions. First, metal prices, will they go up further? Or metal stocks, will they go up further? Reasonable chance, a very, very reasonable chance, and the driver is that things are opening up. China is pumping in more investments, and so is US. And this sector has not had some price hikes in the last couple of months till July. Things are looking up, but I don't see, it's cyclical. I've personally tracked the sector for over 10 years. It's very, very cyclical. You might get another 10% more, right? Why not even 10, 15%, 20% more in the stock prices backed by steel price hikes. But then will it sustain thereafter? Let's say another year thereafter? I don't think so, right? Because as I said, it's cyclical. It's already moved up 25% from the bottom, from not the exact bottom, but let's say the 3 months before price, and it may move up another 20% max. But if you buy now and don't exit at the right time, as I said, is a cycle. And believe me, if you get it line one, it's not like as I said, if you look at slide 3 again, I'm referring. If you buy a Page or a Nestle or Infosys, you will still get an opportunity if you wait for 6 months, 12 months, max 24 months. But steel, metal cycle, very difficult. You might have to wait for a very, very long time before you get your price, and sometimes it just doesn't come as well. Metals, I would say, yeah, you can put some capital, but less than 5% if I may wanna for a fundamentally good portfolio, which is for long term. Again, coming to gold prices, a relevant question: if COVID cases were to spike, would gold prices rise? Yes, it would, but it's not as simple as that. See, COVID cases have already risen in US, in Europe, right? But gold prices are not rising, right? They're going down, in fact. So there is this. When does gold prices or asset prices, or when does market show sudden knee-jerk reactions, right? It is only in months like March. It just hit you and out of the blue and with a very high ferocity, right? That is the period when it goes up to the maximum, or it gets impacted the maximum, wherein gold prices went up 15%, market crashed 30% or 40%, right? Because the event was out of the blue and it hit with a very, very high velocity. Now the event is known to us, right? So if US cases peaked at 1 lakh, actually slightly more than that, 1.2, 1.3, and it went down to like some 50,000, and now it's back again to 1.5 lakh. Again, it is something like, I mean, it's something which will again come back, right? The event is known. The दवाइयाँ मिल रही हैं, right? Doctors are now very, very equipped to handle this. Even the next door doctor is very equipped to handle this. The local hospitals are far more equipped. अभी इतनी मारामारी नहीं है beds की, ignoring certain cities like Delhi. And I know what's happening there, so I'm excluding that. But large part of India, there's no problem. People know how to manage it, right? Similarly, in India, it is we peaked at less than 1,97,000. We are at 55,000. So I think the event is known. It's just that pace at which, and now vaccine is also almost there. So I don't see a reason why. But again, unless there is a black swan event or a mini black swan event, then obviously that might lead to a 10% or more rise in gold prices. Otherwise, it doesn't look like that gold prices will rally. Okay, over a long term, you might say that over the next 3 years, does it still make sense to have gold? Definitely, why not? But to have an allocation beyond, I would say for somebody who's still in 30s, 40s, to have an allocation beyond 10% would definitely. I mean, I would not be in that camp. We are more, with long-term returns being made more by equity as an asset class. We would subscribe to that more. And there's obviously not an official thing that I'm sharing, but just if, since somebody's asking, I'm saying we would be more in that 60-70% being in equity, the balancing fixed deposit, liquid, gold, and other asset classes. I'm excluding real estate because that obviously is a very chunky and it's not typically bought and sold in too much in a small period of time. Yeah, I hope I was able to answer that question. Yeah. So just to ensure that we are able to wrap it up in time, I promised you we'll wrap it up in an hour. We'll try and wrap it up in the next 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll take the last 3 questions.
The next question is, I'm sure the typical question that you get, for the stocks that you recommend, what is the minimum profit percentage that you can be sure of?
Okay, so.
And if you don't mind, just please, can I answer this?
Sure, go ahead.
So if there is anyone who can be sure of delivering returns in the stock market, If there's anyone who can be sure of delivering returns in the stock market, you should avoid going there. What we are saying is that, what I'm saying is, if you are investing in fundamentally rock solid businesses, then there is a greater chance of making returns. Under mispriced opportunities, MPO, we are aiming to deliver 25 to 50% returns in a period of 6 to 12 months. But yes, it is again aiming to deliver. If there's anyone who can guarantee returns, just run away from there.
Aptly.
Jaspreet, what would you say?
Aptly put, Harsh. For safety and assured returns, I would say the best is Government of India bonds. But sorry to take it that far, but see, how can we give you confidence that we would be able to deliver returns, right? If that is the question, if I can rephrase a question, the answer is the stocks that I mentioned to you, that I have displayed with full confidence authority in front of you. I have given it to you with the price, the targets, the upside I'm making, the fundamental reason, the earnings growth I'm looking at, and the exit price rationale, right? All of that I'm sharing it with you, right? Beyond that, there are more, and I'm also sharing with you the returns that we have made at RNR in those stocks, right? We are sharing with you as well our track record, right? I don't know how many companies would be able to come out and share their portfolio stocks and track record, and all of this, believe me, is also there on our website, and you can see our track record there as well, stock wise, right? Obviously, we will not have the running names because that is obviously exclusively available to our clients who are buying it as we speak. So, as I said, as long as whatever we are saying is backed by solid fundamental research and channel checks, we can prove it to you that there is nothing flaw. There's no flaw in that company, in that approach, in that system, in the way we are looking at things, and we are giving you our track record openly for you to take a call. And you would have not seen one small cap idea from that I would have shared with you. Believe me, we are not in that camp. Again, as I said, there are various audience. There's an audience for 1,000 crore market cap or 500 crore or 2,000 crore, right? But then they can only take losses up to a point. Their risk return is far lower, right? We are in that camp where where we are looking at a potential, an audience in India who's relatively new to the market. One, equity market. Two, who has low capital, right? Three, who has liquid money. They cannot keep it beyond a year, right? If you keep it, if you have liquid capital only for less than a year, and let's say it's down 20%, what will I tell you? Let's say some of it is down 20%. How would you take it out if you want to use it a year later in case it's down? So again, the idea is to have a strike rate of more than 80%. Right. In fact, I would say, let's say 70% going right. The balance 20% would be where we would make suboptimal returns, and the last 10% we might 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 12 we might go wrong, right? So that, as I said, on a weighted average portfolio basis, 30 to 35% on a bare minimum we aspire to achieve for our clients, and therefore a portfolio investing month after month makes more sense. And you might want to, as I said, you can always write to us and question our investment rationale, and we'll be happy to respond to it. Yeah.
I'll take the one last question.
Sure.
This is from Sai. He says, with the new guidelines from RBI on NBFC to bank conversion, do you think there will be any NBFC that will want to get itself converted into a bank?
So there are like some eight odd names which we have seen which qualify for that. 50,000 crore or more loan book, have a good corporate background and 10 years of history and other fulfilling other criteria. our sense is that again, this is off the topic, but since you've asked, I'm just trying to answer. They will, I think there will be names like Eminem, like Bajaj Group, right? Like maybe a Chola, even a Shriram, which do qualify and may have that aspiration. If you ask me, the top name, I think it would be Bajaj, because they've already applied for the AMC license, and over a period of time, since it's a pure financial house now under Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj, they would want to have that. They would want to have. So that would be my number one bet, followed by the other names, as I said. And I don't. And so there are other names like an L&T, Aditya Birla Capital. They may also would be up there in that reckoning in the top three. Eminem already has a small stake in Kotak, so I'm not sure if they want to have their own independent aspiration, but you never know. It might still make sense. Okay, here we stop. Thank you so much for giving us time. We've spent I think exactly 55 minutes. Couple of minutes short of that 1 hour that I promised. Thank you so much for your time, for spending that Saturday afternoon with us. And as I said, just a reminder, anybody who wants to avail the special offer and also want to test this product under, either take a 1 month subscription or a 3 months, if not the full year at a very, very low price. Please look into your inbox tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. And go ahead and do the needful, or write to us in case you have any queries. And as I said, we are available on the website researchranking.com, and feel free to go to our YouTube channel and look into some of the very, very detailed, insightful videos we have been sharing with our beautiful clients, audience, and our prospective and people like you who have spent time today with us. So thank you so much once again, and look forward to listening to you, speaking to you again in some other format. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Look forward to meeting you again.